something interesting happens when you are young, you see, and you see things and then you just want them now. You want it now. You want the hairstyle, you want the technology, you want the lifestyle, you want the freedom, you want to be able to do whatever. And when someone tells you not yet, it feels unfair. It feels like something has been taken away from you. But as you grow older, as you mature, something interesting starts happening. You begin to realize that some things in life were never withheld from you. You were simply not at the stage yet. And one of the biggest struggle people have today, even capable people, is what I call timeline blindness. Because we want the reward of a stage before we even lived the years that produces it. So let's talk about that today. Let's talk about this timeline blindness. What people want. People want the freedom now for a later stage. The freedom of the later stage, they want it. The rewards of the maturity, the rewards that people get once they get to the other end, the outcome of discipline, they want it now. Whatever that discipline thing is now, without going through those years to build it, without going through the things that's required to get you to that point. And as a mother, I have four boys, and we do not allow our kids to have technology, personal technology. In later years, my younger ones, so I've got an adult child, one almost in his late teens, and two young ones just getting into the teen level. So there's like a gap in between my two tutus, okay? And we just wanted them to have that bond, and it just felt like everyone was just down, including myself. Like every time we're always just scrolling or doing something on the phone or whatever that is, and we really wanted the opportunity where they have this closeness or they are able to do other things without having this technology. Because I grew up in an era where it wasn't, everyone didn't have a cell phone, a mobile, whatever. We didn't have that. And it felt like having those devices meant like you just isolation. And I really, and as with the job I do, I see things. I've been in a situation where kids has been exposed to things they're not supposed to see. There's been issue, there's been bullying, there's been all this stuff. So as my husband and I, we decided that the kids are not going to have technology, and when they do have it, they get their own, they pay for it, they buy theirs and all that juiciness. So it's always a case of, oh, my friends have, I don't have this, like, all those different things, even to the point where one of my kids plays sports, and they even created like a group for them to give them information because he didn't have a phone. He had to rely, and it was long-winded. At one point, we even had to, my husband had to join the group so that he can get that information, because we're not going to give the information because the app they're using, it wasn't like, it just wasn't going to happen at that time. And my my one of my youngest one, so again with hairstyle, right? I mean, like for me, whatever makes life easy, I just don't want stress. Maintenance, I already have a busy life, feeding those human beings, looking like freelancing, looking, sourcing, invoicing, all those things, making sure everyone's eating healthy, like all the, to now come and add the idea of you want a certain look, hairstyle, like look, basic, short back and like whatever it is, basic hairstyles required for maintenance. That we're not in the barbers every week or every 2 weeks, like 2 3 weeks. We're not like we're doing a style, whatever that needs to come be like just like my older one now. He would like to just need to like flare. I'm like, did you actually have a haircut? Like, yeah, but I'm doing maintenance. So my younger ones feel like, oh, why do I just have this basic hairstyle? I want to have something. We're not that level yet to start having maintenance. And the thing is, my older ones had the same hairstyle. To now, they're able to now be able, like my eldest is like every week it's as if he's having like a shape up, whatever it calls it, like a mental. Like you think if you had that kind of hairstyle now, who's responsible for doing that? Moi. So that's why with my kids, it's like, oh, everyone's like made on my hair. Like when I remove my glasses, things like that. It's just wanted. Oh, I can't, restricted on how much they play games during weekends or a certain amount of time. You can't be there all day. So all those things from their perspectives, it feels like they're being denied. It feels like they've gotten the worst, like they've got the worst end of the stick, or like things are just weak, like we're just being um not, I was gonna say wicked parents or whatever, but to them it's like they're suffering, they're losing out, they don't have choice. Their friends is have like they having the style, they're having a game, they have a phone, they have this, they have that. But from my perspective, I see things differently. I see responsibility. I see someone who can sustain. Like you don't have, like there is that distraction. There is no distraction. You're focusing on your school, you come back home, you do what you have to do, and then you like there's nothing getting your attention right now. So it's sustainability. It's like, what can we do? You are not matured enough to decipher what is good and not. Like you be minding your own business and somebody will put something in a group chat and that you're not supposed to see. Or something like all those things. Of course, I know. When they're in school, they're seeing other people's phone. That I get, but under our roof, it is not happening. You go to bed at a timely manner. You wake up, you have good sleep. Technology will shut down 6, 7, no more. The stimulation, no. I mean, I should take a book over the lip because I still have like mine going on too late. But anyway, I'm an adult, so I can, you know what I mean? But for them, it's not. The brain is still growing. It's not happening in this house, unfortunately. And some freedom only makes sense when you can sustain them. When you can look after yourself. I now have an adult child who decides to grow out his hair, who goes and says he's having a shape up. I'm like, did they actually do anything? To me, it looked, but yeah, but you paid money. It's his money. He's made the money. It's not mine. Now he can sustain it. He can, like, do that. But for my younger ones, unfortunately, this is the style that is sustainable. One for my pocket, one for my time. I have to be sending it down to the barbers all the time. I have to go with like all those things. I ain't doing that. I am. My older ones, they've earned it now. They can choose whatever they want to do. They can buy, like sometimes I make dinner and it's like, oh no, I'm not having that, and then go and help themselves. It's okay. My younger one, this is the healthy stuff we're eating today. This is what we're having. I don't do seconds. You don't have no allergy. You have no, like, I have made sure that you do, like, this is a pro side tip. I read somewhere from this nutritionist. If you keep presenting a food to a child every single time for up to 13 times and they still refuse it, that means they don't like it's not for them. For my kids, I introduced it. They don't like it. We put it on the side and then go back and they don't even last a second try. The same thing, they go and grab the thing and eat. Because they know there is no other like options like that. Apart from that, you go help yourself with fruit. So I didn't even have to do the 13 thing. In my household, I have one meal. I cannot be making, oh, I don't like fish, or I don't like this, I don't have that. That's fine. Just shoot the fish and just eat what is there. At the end of the day, everybody start eating everything. So now my older ones, when I'm making like yams and stuff, he's like, oh, it's not fab. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna get me something else. He can sustain that. He's earned that. He's his money, is his own health. I don't have to take him to the hospital if anything's happening. The younger ones, if you're ill, I have to deal with it. So I have to make sure that what's going in is right, so that I have no like I look, I can't. So I say like they decide how they spend their money, right? But my younger ones are now seeing the older ones doing that, seeing how like they're free, like how they can, oh, I'm not, they go and get whatever, or they're having a hairstyle, or they're doing what they want. What they are not seeing right now is the growth. Their brothers went through the same thing. They went through the same situation. They had that, they went through that responsibility, the discipline, the same. They are looking at, oh my goodness, he's having, got his hair, wow. They want that reward right now when they haven't lived through it yet. They see and they're thinking, oh yeah. And the same is true for us adults. You see, people see other people's lifestyles that have made it, people that do the things that we want to achieve, or the careers that's like, oh my goodness, wow. You can see someone's confidence and you feel like, ah, I should have, could have, like all these things. You just see that and you want that now. You see their freedom. And then you think, oh, I want that. This, and you forget it took years to get to that, to work to get to that point. The mistake that they have to go through to course correct to get to that point, we miss that bit. We like the discipline they had to take on themselves to get to that point. We miss it totally. The delayed gratification that they had to go through to get to that point. We are just admiring the outcome without the responsibility timeline, what is required to get there. Is it's so huge. Like we'll just sit, oh, I'm forgetting. Like I always say to my folks, every master was once a disaster. Like the work that had to do, the failure of failing forward and learning, and the feedback and the growth. It's not it's really failure, it's just a lesson learned as you go, failing forward and then course correcting. We do not see that. We just see them on there. We see them at top of their career, on stages, doing the coaching thing and all this, like whatever it is that we're wanting, we just see it. And then that happens. Actually, what made me do this video is I just saw a video of this man on Threads, and he was eating a burger, and his POV on the burger while he was like savoring this burger was he's finally bought something that he has admired as a child that he could not afford. Now he's working and now he can buy it for himself. And he took that first bite and you could actually see like it was such emotional. And I could just, and why that moment for me matters, it wasn't just about the object of the burger. It wasn't that. It was about the journey, the administrate, that like what he had to do to attain it. He could not have this as a child. It wasn't given it to him. And then now he's grown and done and he's working now to the point where he can afford to have his burger and he's savoring it. But sometimes the most emotional moments in an adulthood are promised when the ones we keep when we're young, we keep to our younger self. That's where we really get it. Because the modern day culture versus like really having that delayed gratification is so powerful. The kids and the people that are growing up right now want it now, like now or never. Like it has to be today. Everything is instant. We like constant, instant content, instant delivery, fast food, like this and that, and like instant opinion. Like even if you're not even access to store, everything is just instant. So what's happening? People are now losing the ability to understand the process it gets to get to that point. We're losing it because capable people must learn something. We have to learn something different. And that thing is, we have to state the cause. We have to state the timeline for it to unfold for us. We cannot, like, there's certain things that just can't. For me to get to this level of being comfortable expressing myself here, I've been doing this for almost 100 days every single day. Now I am flowing. Now we're having conversation. Now things are just fine. Like I am just, it just feels like we're hanging over like a hot drink and just because becoming is slower than wanting. The thing we want, we have to become it. We have to desire it. There is step to it. Are there people who are exception to that rule? Yes. And we have to do what we have to do. So let's really talk about this. How capable people, for us to really understand that today's restriction can be our tomorrow's freedom. What we get to do today, today's discipline becomes our tomorrow's ease. What feels like hard work now will be like such ease. Today's patience becomes tomorrow's capability. When we can just do that. My kids may not understand it yet. The oldest ones have an idea, they get it. But my younger ones right now don't. But time will show them why. And just like that, just like adulthood, it will show you. It will show you. Because the life you admire is usually built during years nobody was watching. And what I really want us to ask, like, where in our life are you frustrated because something hasn't happened yet? Like, really think about it. What's that thing that's frustrating you that okay, it's not in your life yet? You know? Because when I remember when I was building my coaching career on Instagram. And I was showing up, I was doing my thing, and I wanted my the job or like the clients I was getting. I was just getting one client here and then a month and then this, and I'm trying to do certain things. Then I didn't have clarity in what I was doing. I didn't have all those things. But you know what I wanted? I wanted it to replace my freelance job immediately then. I wanted it out so that I could just do it because I was loving, I was passionate, and I really wanted it like next day, next month. Like this should be taking over. That was me then. That was how I was thinking that this is how it should be. Like, oh, I've gotten this part. I love this thing. I'm seeing the transformation. I'm doing the work. I'm like, I can help. I can do it. But there's so many layers to that, right? There's so many things that happen. But the moment I just allowed it to be like let things flow, it's okay. That you know what? I might still be like this, coaching and still working, coaching and still working, coaching and still working. And then it'll be what I want. And I'm okay with that now. Because I know me then and me now and how I am, the momentum and what I am doing now, inevitably, there's no, like, it is what it is. I will be doing what I desire full time. But in the meantime, I will still have to go out there and collect some coins, do the inheriting work to get the money in. And I'm okay with that realization that it is what I have to do to get to that bit that I desire. Whereas before, I wanted it then. I wanted to stop working the 9 to 5, to stop doing the freelance, to stop that when I started my coaching journey. And I had to get to the point, like, and just bring myself and let it be. And the moment I did that, the ease of showing up, of like, I'm not hanging on you saying yes to this offer, to you saying that. I'm doing you a disservice, but if you don't, it's fine. I mean, I still have means to make my income. I'm not relying on this. So it wasn't, so the energy shifted. The way, like what it is. And as I'm going, I'm course correcting, I'm learning. But I'm not feeling like, oh, it has to happen now. But I know it would happen. It's just there's no like, oh, maybe no, it's happening. I know it's happening. That I will be doing like what I'm truly passionate about full time, and it'll be play. I call it like play money because I'll be having fun doing it when that time comes, and I'm happy and okay to just keep on going until I get there. So when you think about whatever is frustrating you that hasn't happened to you yet, maybe now the real question we should be asking ourselves is, are you being denied, or are you simply in a stage before it appears? Because sometimes we think life is delaying us, but life often develops us, is giving us, making us to get to that capacity where we can handle that which we desire. And the capable people who understand this becomes the ones who eventually arrive at the life they've always admired, they've always dreamed of, they've always known that was possible for them. I am Nene. We do this every single day, and we are evolving in real time because our voice matters and it's our time to use it. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.